apply KVL. You call this as Ix dash only. Okay, right. So KVL, if you apply it, what is start from this point? Minus 2 Ix dash, minus 2 Ix dash, and plus 2 minus is minus 2 Ix dash, and then minus 2 plus is plus 20, and minus 4 Ix dash, minus 4 Ix dash is equal to 0. So how much is that? 2 minus 2 minus 2 minus 4 minus 8 Ix dash, minus 8 Ix dash is equal to minus 20. 20 gets cancelled. This is 4 2 4 5. So therefore Ix dash is equal to 2.5 amps. 2.5. Is it okay? So now case 2. So we got Ix dash directly. Case 2. Case 2, 5 amp source is active. Okay. How will you do that? If the 5 amp source is active, means this will become short circuited. So therefore, plus minus and 2 Ix. This is Ix double dash, and this is nothing but 2 Ix double dash, and this is 4 ohms. Okay. Now you apply the KVL. Now you see this. This is, let us say, called as I1. This one you call it as I2, and two current source is common between two sources. Therefore, there is a super mesh. This is super mesh, and this one is over 5 amps. Sorry, 5 amps, and this current is I1 minus I2. Okay. From the network, what we have? From the network, I1 minus I2 is equal to minus 5. Or this is equation number 1. Next, KVL to super mesh. KVL to super mesh. Start from this point, go along this, right? What is this value of the resistance? 2 ohm. Okay. Minus 2 I2 dash, minus 2 I2, minus 2 Ix dash, Ix double dash, and next minus 4 I1. Minus 4 I1 is equal to 0. Minus 2 I2 dash I2, minus 4 Ix, minus 2 Ix, plus 2 minus 2 Ix double dash, and minus 4 Ix dash. But Ix dash is equal to Ix double dash. But Ix double dash is equal to what? I1. Is equal to I1. Therefore, minus 2 I2 minus 2 into Ix double dash is I1 minus 4 I1 is equal to 0. Minus 4 minus 2 minus 6 I1 minus 2 I2 is equal to 0. Or this is equation number 2. Make a matrix. I1, I2, and what are the coefficients? 1, minus 1, minus 5. And this is minus 6, minus 2, 0. Tell me what is I1, I2? Minus 1.25.
3.75.
3.75 amps. Now, by superposition theorem. So what is Ix double dash? Sorry. Ix double dash is equal to Ix double dash is what? I1, which is equal to minus 1.25 amps. So we got Ix double dash by superposition theorem. What is that we have? Ix is equal to Ix dash plus Ix double dash, which is equal to Ix dash. Ix dash is what? Ix dash we got as 2.5. 2.5 plus Ix double dash is minus 1.25. Minus 1.25 amps which is equal to 1.25 amps is your Ix. That's how you should do it. This will fetch you 7 marks in the examination, which was asked to the 19 paper. Okay, last year paper. Like that, we can solve any number of problems. Now we shall move on to one complex value proved problem. Okay, right? So this is an examination question. Let us go for that. So how to solve for the complex valued problems in the superposition theorem? Alright. So here is the question. At an angle of 50 degree, 20 at an angle of minus 30 degree, 13 at an angle of 25 degree, 4, 3j, minus 5j, 2 ohms. The question is something like this. By using superposition theorem, find the current through 4 plus 3j impedance as shown in the figure. That means this current, even direction also, this current we need to find out. Let us call this one as Ix. Okay. Now we have three sources are there. Here one voltage source, one current source, one voltage source is there. So response at Ix due to these things we should find out. That means Ix is equal to Ix dash plus Ix double dash plus Ix triple dash. Right? Case 1, it's very easy. Actually, it will become only loop, one loop will be there. Once you will get superposition. Okay, right? Case 1. 13 at an angle of 25 degrees active. So now I will write it. Convert this in polar into rectangular. 13 at an angle of 25 degrees. Complex volume. Complex 2 13 an angle an angle of 25 degrees.
Plus 549
Okay, right. 11.78. Correct. 11.78. 11.78
plus 5.499
plus 5.49j.
49J.
Convert it into what is that? Rectangular to polar. Sorry, rectangular to polar to rectangular. What am I calculating? Okay, right. I will show you the conversion here. So mod 2 you press it. Okay, right. 13 at an angle in the sense here. Shift angle. What is that?
Real part.
25 equals. Okay. 11.782 plus 5.494J. Okay. So you will get it like this, right? So directly you will get the value here. Now, and write on the resistor 4 ohms, 3J, and this will be open circuited, this will be short circuited. This we call as IX dash. Again, this is IX dash. Same loop, no? That's why I am taking same thing. And this is minus 5J. This is plus 2. Now, what you do is take all of them. Resistance 4 plus 2. Directly you add it and do it. 4 plus 2, 6. Minus 6. Minus 6. 3J minus 5J. Minus 2J. And same direction. Minus of it plus 2J into IX dash plus 11.78 plus 5.49J is equal to 0. Therefore, IX dash is equal to minus 11.75 plus 5.49J divided by minus 6 plus 2J. That is IX dash. So IX dash is equal to what? 1.492 plus 1.4126J. You got this one? 11.782, 782.
Plus 5.49
Already?
minus 11.78.
782.
782 plus 5.49.
Minus ಇದೆ plus ಇದೆ plus minus 2 plus is plus ಇಷ್ಟು ಬಂದು ನೋಡಿ
7.04.
ಕೋಲಮ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ ರೆಕ್ಟಾಂಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು
Rectangular is, sir.
ರೆಕ್ಟಾಂಗ್ಯುಲರ್ 1.49 ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ 1.4 11.78 ಅಲ್ವಾ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಹಾಕೋ ಮಾಡಿ 11. ಮೈನಸ್ ಹಾಕೋಣ minus 11.782 plus 5.49 close the bracket divided by minus 6 plus 2i close the bracket minus 2.04 ಬರ್ತಲ್ಲ ಮೇಡಮ್
1.4 ಸರ್ ಅದೇ ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ minus 11.782 minus 5.59 ಜೆ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಇಲ್ಲ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು ಸರ್ ಎರಡು ಸೇರಿ
ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು ಇಲ್ಲಿ
ಅಲ್ಲ minus outside
Minus outside, sir.
minus outside ಬರಬೇಕು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಇಂದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಆ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಸರಿ ಇದೆ ಸರ್ ಅದು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ix ಡ್ಯಾಶ್
ಓ ಇದು ಮೈನಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಬೇಕು
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಈಗ ಸರಿ ಈಗ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್ 1.4
correct ಇದೆರಡು ಕಳಿಸಿ ಸಾರಿ these two are transferred to the right hand side both will become minus you are right so correct ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ix dash okay case 2 3 at an angle of 50 degrees is acting okay right now you 3 at an angle of 50 how much is that
1.94.
okay this we are considering it and this is shorted and this is shorted Ix dash 4 3j minus 5j 2 ohms. What is this one?
928.
1.928
928 plus 2.298. 298.
2.298. Now, so this one, what you should do is you can make a loop and supermesh. It will become complex. It is better to go for a branch current method. Okay, this current will divide this side as well as this side. Let us call this current as I1. This is I2. Okay, right. This current will divide in both the directions. So total current. So current divider rule you use it. If you use current divider rule, what will happen? I1 you calculate. I1 is equal to total current. Total current is how much? 1.928 plus 2.29J total current into 2.29J. Okay. Total current into, I want to find out this current. Total current into resistance in the other branch. 2 minus 5J. 2 minus 5J. Another branch divided by total resistance. So total resistance is 2 plus 4, 6 and minus 2J. So instead of going for loop and all, it become complex. Branch current method. This current will be dividing into these two. Total current into resistance in the other branch divided by total resistance. It will be the value now. I1. Hmm? 2.54. 12.
Plus 6.3 into 10
6.3
power minus 3.
Another point 0
0.006.
0.006 J. Okay, na? I1. So therefore, Ix dash is equal direction you should consider. Ix dash is this one. I1 is in the opposite. Therefore, we should take as minus I1, which is equal to minus 2.54 minus 0.0063 J. Okay, anyhow, check it out. ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿದೆ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಇದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕೇಸ್ 1.928 plus 2.29 J into 2 minus 5J divided by 6 minus 2J. Correct ಆಗಿದೆ? Answer correct ಆಗಿದೆ? 2.54 plus 0.017 okay right 107 J ಬಂದಿದೆ. Okay correct ಆಗಿದೆ. Minus 2.54 okay right. Minus 2.54 minus 0.0063 J na. Okay. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಮಾತ್ರ 107 ಅಂತ ಬಂದಿದೆ. 6 ನಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Okay. Now this is Ix double dash. This is Ix double dash ಅಂತ ಹಾಕೋಣ. Case 3. Case 3 we have the last one 20 at an angle of minus 30 degree. 20 at an angle of minus 30 degree is acting. So 20 at an angle of minus 30 degree is acting. So then what is that we have? Plus minus 4 3J minus 5J 2. This is Ix triple dash. Loop current also same thing you take it. Ix triple dash only. What is this one, madam? Convert for 17 point. This one 17.32
minus 10J.
minus 10J. Okay. Now we apply KVL. So same direction minus 6 into minus 6 3J minus 5J minus 2J it becomes plus 2j. Same direction, minus sign you should take it. Ix triple dash minus plus 3 to minus 17.32 plus 10j is equal to 0. Transfer to right hand side and find out Ix triple dash. Ix triple dash is 17.32 minus 10.10j divided by minus 6 plus 2j. How much is that?
Minus 3.098.
Minus
3.098.
Ix triple dash is minus 3.098
098 plus 0.634.
plus
634J.
0.4j. That's how we do it. All correct. This Ix triple dash. Now, by superposition theorem, Ix is equal to Ix dash plus Ix double dash plus Ix triple dash. Ix dash is what? 1.492 plus 1.4126 j. Second case, minus 2.54 minus 0.0063 j minus 3.098 plus 0.634 j. How much is that?
Minus 4.146.
Correct. Minus 4.
146
Minus 4.146
plus 2.04.
plus 2.0.
04J.
So this is the right answer. Okay, that's how we should do it. Right? So like this we can solve any number of problems. Now we shall move on to Thevenin's and Norton's theorems. Okay, let us move on to next theorem. Correct. Observe here, Thevenin's theorem. Thevenin's theorem. So first we should go for the statement. The statement itself will be fetching you around 2 marks. Let us say I have a complicated network. Like this. Like this. Linear, bilateral, multi-source network. With the terminal AB as shown in figure. Right? This will be like this.
Focus ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಸರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಈಗ.
Focus ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. One minute.
ಬಂತು.
Okay, right. ನೀವು ಜೊತೆಗ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಕಲ್ತ. ಓಕೆ ಅಲ್ಲ? ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎನ್ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡು ಅದನ್ನ. ಕಾಣುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಫುಲ್ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ. ನಾ The statement is something like this. Any linear bilateral, this kind of network can be replaced by a voltage source that I called as Thevenin's voltage VTH and an impedance in series with an impedance ZTH. The terminal same AB. Okay. So that means this kind of complicated network can be represented using this one. How to write this? Statement is something like this. Observe carefully. This statement. Any linear bilateral multi-source network with terminals AB as shown in the figure 1 can be replaced by a voltage source VTH in series with an impedance ZTH as shown in the figure 2, where VTH is known as the Thevenin's voltage, which is the open circuit voltage seen from the load terminals, keeping all sources active or on position. And ZTH is the impedance seen from the terminals AB, keeping all sources zero. Voltage sources are made zero by short circuiting, and current sources are made zero by open circuiting. I repeat the statement. It is a big statement. Just carefully observe that. Any linear bilateral multi-source network with the terminal AB as shown in the figure 1 can be replaced by a voltage source VTH in series with an impedance ZTH as shown in the figure 2, where VTH is the open circuit voltage seen from the load terminals, keeping all the sources in active mode, and ZTH is the impedance seen from the load terminals, keeping all the sources zero, and voltage sources are made zero by short circuiting, and current sources are made zero by open circuiting. So this is the complete statement. 2 marks they will ask. Right? So this kind of, so what is this network? It can be a resistance, voltage source combination, different combination. This kind of circuit, this is nothing but what is that? Thevenin's theorem. Okay. Ultimately, what is that we can say? A complicated terminal with a complicated circuit with terminal AB can be replaced by a VTH in series with the ZTH, where VTH is the Thevenin's voltage and ZTH is the Thevenin's impedance, ZTH. And ZTH is obtained by what? Is the open circuit impedance seen from the load terminals, keeping all the sources zero. And VTH is the open circuit voltage seen from load terminals with all the sources active, right? And voltage sources are made zero by short circuiting, and current sources are made zero by open circuit. How exactly prove this one? Okay. So I take up one simple circuit and I will do that. Let us say I have a voltage source like this, plus minus. Take one impedance, let us say Z1, Z2, R. I can use the R on Z also, no problem. And Z3. This is ZL. Okay. This is B. Okay. AB. Now, I want to replace this is a complicated load terminal. This is a complicated circuit, and this complicated circuit can be replaced by a voltage source in series with an impedance, right? How exactly we can do it? Let us consider this circuit. Now, first what you should do is you find out this to verification. What you should do is first you find out the current flowing to this one. Current flowing will regularly KVL only. So you can go for this one, or you can find out this current. I call it as IL. By branch current method, we can do it. How will you find out? IL is equal to what? Total current. So let's find out total current first. You find out total current I. How will you find out I? I is equal to this current is nothing but equal to this impedance Z3 plus ZL in parallel with Z2 in series with Z1. So therefore, I can write this way. Total voltage divided by total impedance. Total impedance is what? Z1 plus, this is series. These two are parallel. These two are parallel means what? Z2 into Z3 plus, these two are series. So Z3 plus ZL divided by Z2 plus Z3 plus ZL. That is your total current I. This current is nothing but equal. This current is nothing but equal to total voltage divided by total impedance. Now what is that? You can write it. I is equal to V into, take this LCM and to the numerator. V into Z2 plus Z3 plus ZL divided by, multiply this one, take the LCM, you have taken now. Z1, Z2 plus Z1, Z3 plus Z1, ZL, Z1, ZL plus this one over next Z2 into Z3 plus Z2 into ZL. So this is the total current. Now you find out IL. IL is using branch current method. Okay, IL. This IL is equal to this current is nothing but equal to this current only. Now here only current will divide. Total current I into resistance in the other branch. Current is dividing across between these two. Other branch is what? Z2 divided by total resistance for these two branches, because current is dividing here only. We can write it as Z2 plus Z3 plus ZL. And IL is equal to I. Substitute the I value. I value is what? V into Z2 plus Z3 plus ZL divided by Z1 Z2 Z1 Z3 plus Z1 ZL plus Z2 Z3 plus Z2 ZL. This is your I into Z2 divided by Z2 plus Z3 plus ZL. Okay. This one gets cancelled with this one. Therefore, IL is equal to V into Z2 divided by Z1 Z2 Z1 Z3 plus Z2 Z3, this one. Next plus Z1 ZL plus Z2 ZL. Okay, this is your IL without modifying the circuit. Now what I have taken actual circuit, we got the IL. Now what I will do is I will replace this complex circuit by a Thevenin's equivalent. Then also I will find out the IL, and that IL should be equal to this IL. That is the proof of the theorem. What I should do? This is the proof. What we are getting? Proof. First, what is that we have? Actual circuit, we found the IL. Now I will replace this circuit, this terminal with terminal AB. I will replace the circuit by Thevenin's equivalent. And then I will find out IL. Then this IL and that IL should be same. So this you call as equation number 1. This actual IL we got it by KVL or the branch current method. Any method we got it. Now replace the circuit by Thevenin's equivalent. Now second case, case 2. Okay. Now I will take it as case 2. Okay. Now Thevenin's equal. Now we open the circuit. Remove this one. Make it as terminal AB. So this is the open circuit voltage VOC. That is your VTH, Thevenin's voltage. So first step is to find VTH, Thevenin's voltage. Okay. This voltage is nothing but equal to this voltage now, because this is open circuit and no current will flow here. So therefore, this voltage is nothing but equal to this voltage. This voltage is nothing but equal to what? Current flowing through this one multiplied by the resistance, right? So how will you find out that? So this we can write it as what? So we can make it as let us say we call it as I. Now what is that we have? Minus Z1 into I minus Z2 into I plus V is equal to 0. Therefore, minus of Z1 plus Z2 into I is equal to minus V. Therefore, I is equal to V divided by what? Z1 plus Z2. Therefore, VTH is equal to. So, VTH is equal to what? This voltage. This voltage is nothing but equal to current I into Z2. I into Z2, which is equal to I is what? V divided by Z1 plus Z2 into Z2. This is your VTH. So we got VTH. Next, to find ZTH. ZTH is nothing but what? Open circuit impedance seen from the lower terminals, keeping all the sources 0. All the sources 0 means what? Voltage source are made 0 by short circuiting, current source are made 0 by open circuiting. Here we have taken only voltage source. Now what is that? We can write it Z1, Z3, Z2, and this is short circuited, and this is the open circuit voltage. So that is your ZTH. Okay, when you see the impedance on this side, what will happen? This will be series, these two will be parallel. So therefore, ZTH is equal to, if you see from this side, so Z3 plus these two parallel, Z1, Z2 divided by Z1 plus, therefore ZTH is equal to Z1, Z3 plus Z1, Z2, Z3 plus Z1, Z2 whole divided by Z1 plus Z2. We got both of them. Now, write on the replacer circuit. Now, what is that we said? VTH plus minus. This is your Thevenin's voltage. Now, Thevenin's equivalent. Each circuit. Thevenin's equivalent circuit, you should write it. Thevenin's equivalent circuit. Okay, VTH in series with ZTH is there. Now, replacing the terminals A, B as it is. This complicated circuit is replaced by this one. Now you connect the load and find out the IL using this circuit. Same IL as that of the earlier one, equation number 1. That I should get it. Then only it is correct. Now I will take it as ZL. Okay. Now you find out the IL. This is your IL. IL is equal to, using Thevenin's equivalent circuit. IL is equal to what? IL is equal to total voltage VTH. Your total impedance is what? ZTH plus ZL. ZTH plus ZL. Or you can apply KVL and you can do it. Okay. It's very easy. So therefore, what is that? You should substitute for VTH and ZTH. Substitute for VTH and ZTH. And IL is equal to VTH. VTH is what? V into Z2 divided by Z1 plus Z2. That is your VTH. Into 1 divided by, this is your VTH you have taken. ZTH is what? Z1, Z2 plus Z2, Z3 plus Z3, Z1 divided by Z1 plus Z2 plus, what is that we have? ZTH plus ZL. Now, IL is equal to, take the LCM, VZ2 divided by Z1 plus Z2. This Z1 plus Z2 will, after taking the LCM, will go to numerator. Z1 plus Z2 divided by Z1 Z2 plus Z2 Z3 plus Z3 Z1 plus Z1 ZL plus Z2 ZL. Okay. Z1 plus Z2 gets cancelled. IL is equal to V Z2 divided by Z1 Z2 plus Z2 Z3 plus Z3 Z1 plus Z1 ZL plus Z2 ZL. Okay, call this equation as equation number 2. 1 and 2. From 1 and 2, this IL is same only. You can check it out. From 1 and 2. 1 is equal to 2. Therefore, hence Thevenin's theorem is proved. Hence the Thevenin's theorem. Okay. So what is that we did it? First what I did, I taken the actual circuit, found the IL. Then what is the next step I did it? Is this complicated network can be replaced by a voltage source VTH in series with the ZTH. That I have taken. And once again I have connected the ZL. So VTH we found and ZTH we found out. And connected the circuit and ZL also connected. and we got to say that means a complicated circuit, a linear multi-source bilateral network can be replaced by a voltage source in series with the impedance, and whatever the current you got earlier IL, same IL you will get it if you replace it by the Thevenin's equivalent. That's what the meaning of this Thevenin's theorem. That means any linear bilateral multi-source network with terminal AB, as shown in the figure 1, as I said, can be replaced by a voltage source VTH in series with an impedance ZTH, as shown in the figure 2, where VTH is the open circuit voltage seen from the load terminals, keeping all the sources active, and ZTH is the open circuit voltage seen from the load terminals, keeping all the sources zero. Voltage sources are made zero by short circuiting, current sources are made zero by open circuit. This statement is very, very important, and I've done the problem based on this theorem only, right? So that's how we should do this is the proof he has asked in many examinations. Similarly, this Thevenin and Norton's combined together in the examination they'll ask. So therefore, I will go for the Norton's also directly, and I will combining problem Thevenin and Norton's alternatively I will do it. First I will same example I will take it, and same proof I am going for. Okay. Next is Norton's theorem. Third one, Norton's theorem. Same thing. Okay. This dot remains same with terminal AB. Once again, this also linear bilateral multi-source network. Can be replaced by a current source in parallel with an impedance Zn, Norton's impedance, and this current source is known as Norton's current source, Norton's equivalent current source is said. Okay. What is this IN and what is Zn? Same terminal AB. Once again, same wordings I will be using it. Observe carefully. Any linear bilateral multi-source network with terminal AB, as shown in the figure, can be replaced by a current source IN, which is the Norton's equivalent current source, in parallel with an impedance Zn. Where Zn is nothing but Norton's impedance. Where IN is the short circuit current flowing through load terminals. Keeping all the sources active. And Zn is the impedance seen. Zn is nothing but ZTH only. Zn is the Norton's impedance, which is the open circuit impedance seen from the load terminals, keeping all the sources zero. Voltage sources are made zero by short circuiting, and current sources are made zero by open circuit. Means ZTH and Zn is same. Method of finding the ZTH and Zn is same. I'll repeat the statement. Any linear bilateral multi-source network with terminal AB, as shown in the figure 1, can be replaced by a current source IN in parallel with an impedance Zn, as shown in the figure 2, where IN is the Norton's equivalent current source, and which is the short circuit current obtained from the short circuiting the load terminals, and Zn is the open circuit impedance seen from the load terminals, keeping all the sources zero. Voltage sources are made zero by short circuiting, and current sources are made zero by open circuiting. Right? So that's how this is the statement of the Norton's theorem. Well, in the next class I will be doing how to prove this one. Okay? Same example I will take it, and only the second part I will change it. Right? We'll continue in the next class.